Hello there and welcome to this news update from ManufactruringTV. I'm Nick Peters. Now, servitization is a buzzword that often draws blank stares, but is actually a proven strategy for improving manufacturing business success. Manufacturers in the Black Country and in the Greater Birmingham and Solihull area will be able to take advantage of a fully funded programme starting today aimed at helping them develop a servitized business model. It's operated and delivered by the Advanced Services Programme for SMEs at Aston Business School, and the programme manager is Danny Harrison. Danny, a very warm welcome to you. In case we've already drawn some blank stares, let's start with a basic definition. What is servitization?
What servitization is helping businesses to develop their service-led business models. So manufacturers, instead of focusing on the product itself, focus on the outcomes that the product delivers for the customer. And we classify servitization into three areas. And when companies are providing services, they fall within these three areas. There's base services, which is all about the product provision. And all manufacturers will be doing that. There's intermediate services, where companies provide things like warranties, training, all that kind of stuff around their product. And then there are advanced services, which is the area that we explore and the ultimate goal of moving businesses into that advanced services space, which is all to do with the product outcome. So if you think about it in terms of Rolls-Royce's business model, which is the classic servitization model, they don't sell jet engines, they sell thrust. Xerox don't sell photocopiers, they sell management of copies, if that makes sense. And that model can be transferred to SMEs, and I think people get scared by that outcome-based model, but really all the work that we do is about advancing companies through that services journey, if you like, and that servitization journey.
Listening to what you're saying, it tells me that instead of just delivering a product to a customer who you may never see again, a servitized model actually creates a relationship with a customer that could last for a very long time, because you are in fact delivering a service over a period of time.
Yes, that's exactly right. And servitized models intrinsically help you to get closer to your customer and become a very important component in the customer's value chain, and to lock out competition. And that's especially important when your product's commoditized. So, I work with businesses, engineering businesses in the Black Country, for example, and, you would look at a nut and bolt and think, how can you servitize a nut and bolt? It's a commoditized product. But we do work around the business processes as well as the product itself. And these outcomes that a company can deliver for their customer aren't always product-based. They could be process-based. So it's quite a broad scope, and it's aligned with customer pains. So it's nothing new in business that the company that solves your customer's pains more than your competitor is going to create that long-term relationship ultimately.
So give us some examples, because I know that the program's been running for quite a while now, and it's fully funded by the European Regional Development Fund. We'll get onto that in a second. But it's obviously been successful. Give us some examples of what you've done. You don't have to name company names, obviously.
The Advanced Services Group has been in existence as a research centre within Aston Business School for almost 10 years. And over that 10-year period, the Advanced Services Group has worked with around 300 plus SMEs now to help them develop these business models. And we work with a wide range of companies, from aerospace through to rice milling, through to all sorts of products. Software technology innovators is another part of is another sector that we deal with. People who provide software, because software as a service now is becoming prominent as well. But yeah, we've worked with companies across a broad range of sectors. I myself, prior to joining Aston, worked at a packaging company. And I took those servitization tools and techniques that I learned on the program with Aston, on the previous program, which was called Transit, and applied those to the business. So I come from a very pragmatic manufacturing background myself, and I think that's really important when I'm helping to support businesses, that I understand the barriers that they're and issues that they have when developing these servitized business models. But yeah, like I say, packaging sector, I came from a background in the packaging sector, and the work I did at the company helped us to win a £3.5 million contract, tier one contract with the region's largest automotive supplier. So these kind of real world examples are very broad, and we produce case studies. So if anyone wants to have a look at our YouTube channel, there are some great video case studies on there as well, which gives a flavour of what we do.
Well, with the link to the YouTube channel is just under here, so people will have a chance to look at that for themselves. I said it was fully funded by the ERDF. Of course, that's a part of the European Union. You're starting your program today, and it's going on for 15 months. You must be confident you're going to get funding from elsewhere.
The Advanced Services Group have been delivering this support with or without funding for the last 10 years. So I don't think funding is going to be an issue for us moving forward. And, you know, as long as we align our value proposition with what's going on in the real world, I think we'll always get traction from that angle.
So tell me how it works. How does an SME take part in the program? How do they apply? How much time is it going to take, and so on?
Well, pre-COVID, we were running face-to-face workshops, day-long workshops, to give people an overview of the tools and techniques that we use, and then follow that up with one-to-one support with those companies to help them implement them in their businesses and tailor those tools to their business environment. We're currently running the program online, and we're going to run four 2.5-hour workshops, which run over 4 concurrent weeks, and then one-to-one support alongside that still, which we'll be delivering all online at the moment.
Well, Danny, I'm sure it's a huge opportunity for manufacturers in your area to actually add revenue lines to their businesses and gain resilience. I mean, resilience is very important in this day and age. It's not just about improving your productivity. It's about defending yourself against the very turbulent times we live in.
Yes. I mean, there's always going to be changes in the business operating environment. If there's one constant, it's change. Last year, we were applying servitization models to productivity, maybe. This year, we're looking at how servitization can support business resilience in the face of COVID and recession and Brexit. And it's all about, as we said earlier, about that closeness of the customer relationship. And I think especially working with SMEs are very close to their customers. And I think one of the things with servitization and why it's a bit of a confusing concept sometimes is because a lot of SMEs think, well, you know, I've got great customer service and my customer values from the service I deliver. And what we're trying to do is extend that thinking and help them get value from that, and help them identify new services that their customer can benefit from, and identifying those customer pains and helping them develop to those services, whether it's alongside digital aspects to that service delivery or whether it's product related. You know, I think servitization can help support businesses in a broad range of ways.
Well, Danny Harrison, thank you very much indeed for being with us. Anybody who wants to take advantage of this, obviously it's Black Country, Greater Birmingham and Solihull area, but the link is on the screen in front of you. Do take advantage of this. It sounds fantastic. Great way to protect yourself during these COVID uncertain times. And for people outside the area, I hope you've taken note of some of this. Check out facilities in your area to see if anybody is delivering programs the way that the Advanced Services Services Group at Aston Business School is doing. Danny, again, thank you very much indeed for being with us. This has been a news update from Zanute TV. I'm Nick Peters. Thank you for being with us. Bye-bye.